morning and welcome back to our community. If you're new, I'm Jen. I focus on all things self-care, health, and wellness while living in New York City. I hope you stick around, but today I'm going to be showing you guys my winter morning routine for rosacea. I have rosacea. It's definitely gotten better over the years. I will say it's calmed down a bit, but it for sure acts up in the winter, especially because I live in New York City and it's freezing. So when one normal person's face might get a little red from the cold, mine gets 10 times more red and more dry because I deal with rosacea. So this is going to be a little more hydrating than it might be in the summer, and I definitely try to use mostly clean beauty. I keep it pretty gentle, pretty simple, and very hydrating. So let's get right into it. I start every single morning and night with Cetaphil, the gentle skin cleanser. You don't need anything else. I don't want to mess around with any fancy cleansers when I know that this one is gentle and works and it's perfect for my skin. A dermatologist who did actually diagnose me with rosacea many years ago recommended this, so I've just stuck with it ever since. I will say if you want a fancier one or one that is scented, Fresh has a really great soy cleanser, which is essentially the same exact thing. It just smells a little nicer. The ingredients are very, very similar, and this is much cheaper and gentler. So let's go in with this. I always put my hair up first. I'm using this Silk Slip scrunchie. One pro tip is to never make your water too hot when you're washing your face. I'm sure you already know this if you deal with rosacea, but it's only going to trigger the redness more. And always pat your face if you rub too aggressively. That's also not great for rosacea or just your skin in general. I don't remember where I heard that, but I heard it from someone who knows what they're talking about. Okay, so I got this sample recently. It is by Sunday Riley, CEO Glow. It's a vitamin C and turmeric face oil. It brightens, it hydrates, it gives you a nice glow. I always like to use some vitamin C oil. So really just any orange vitamin C oil is super hydrating and it gives you a nice glow, which is always great for rosacea because your skin can look really dry and red and irritated. But if you put a nice oil in it that hydrates and makes it look like you were just in the sun, a lot better instantly. This I just rub into my skin. And whenever I use oils, any excess oil you can just put right down your neck or your cuticles. I do both, just like mix it around. Any oil is hydrating, so I can use all the hydration on my hands I can get because I am sanitizing every 5 minutes these days. Okay, next up on the skincare routine is Dr. Jart's Cisapair Derma Green Solution. It's their Tiger Grass color correcting treatment. It neutralizes redness and protects skin, improves skin appearance to be vibrant, and it has an SPF of 30 in it. I've heard amazing things about this, and then I tried it and I hated it because when you rub it in like a moisturizer, it doesn't rub in, it's kind of chalky. I just hated it. But then I started rubbing it in with my moisturizer, mixing it with my moisturizer, and then putting on my moisturizer that way. And I liked it, but I learned the correct way, thanks to TikTok, how to use this, and now I love it. So you do not need a lot at all. I just put one finger print in there. And I'm just gonna go to the mirror to finish this off. And then you just keep patting it in. Sometimes it can get in your hair. It's like can be a little messy, but I've mastered it now. It takes a minute. But if your skin is extra dry, I definitely do recommend putting it in with your moisturizer because sometimes these products that aren't super moisturizing from the start, it can be hard to rub them in and then you feel like it's mixing in with your, if your skin's peeling. You know what I'm talking about when you're rubbing a harsh product in and then it just starts peeling with your skin. If that's your current situation in the winter right now, mix this in with your moisturizer. It's a great hack. But because I put that glowy oil on first, it makes this so much easier to apply. I do not recommend applying this the first thing to your face because your face isn't like hydrated or moist yet. I know people hate that word, but it's true. So because I had the oil on, it made it way easier to pat it into my skin. If you try the product, you'll know what I mean. So now, I don't know if you can tell, but I feel like my skin is already less red, and it's going to settle in and be less and less red, and now I have SPF on my skin. So this is a great, great product. Next up, I mix these bronzing sunshine drops into my Dr. Brandt moisturizer. Any like self-tan or bronzing drops that are clean beauty will do. Just adding some more bronze to your skin is obviously going to help cover up the redness. Especially if you don't like wearing makeup every day like me, it just like gives you more color without having to put on foundation. And then this Dr. Brandt Cool Biotic Prebiotic Redness Relief Cream with Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil. As you can see, I'm almost done with it. Dr. Brandt sent me their whole Cool Biotic line. They gifted it to me and I am so impressed. There are some other brands where they will advertise it as redness relief. I find that it ends up irritating my skin more. Maybe it helps in the long run, I don't know, but it ends up irritating my skin more because it's not sensitive enough. This cream and their entire Cool Biotic line is super sensitive and cooling. This moisturizer is cool to touch and it's super hydrating, but it's not thick. So it's like a thin cream, which is great when you have really dry skin because sometimes if you apply a thick cream, it's like you're peeling the skin off. It's not cute. Cannabis is obviously relaxing when you have it as an oil or in a tea, but also on your skin. So I mix bronzing drops in with this. Let's do it. And I just apply it to my skin like a moisturizer. So I basically made my own self-tanner moisturizer combination. Bring it down my neck. Okay, so that's it for the creams and like the things that I pat onto my face. Then I follow up with a spray because it's super hydrating. It's really refreshing. It smells great, but I also feel like it's literally hydrating my skin. Like I just put a bunch of stuff on it. It feels very smooth right now, like very smooth and soft. Spritzing some hydrating water is always good for your skin. So I have always used Mario Badescu's Aloe Herbs and Rose Water. I use it all day long. As you can see, again, it's almost done. So I either use this one. Feels so good. Or Carigran, which is a clean beauty skincare company. They recently gifted me with a bunch of their products, and one of them that I love is their new Essential Hydrating Lavender Tonic. So it's another hydrating spray and it just smells like lavender. I don't love the spray applicator. Sometimes I just feel like it's missing my face. Let's try it. Oh, it smells so good. It literally smells like lavender. It's so good. There's definitely lavender essential oils in here. It just feels so refreshing and good. So I'm a big fan of those sprays. And then last but not least, I have to put on chapstick. If anyone else is addicted to chapstick, I feel you, especially in the winter, especially in New York City in the winter. I'm always needing to hydrate my lips. So actually, the way I discovered Carigran was because I was in a Williamsburg clean beauty shop years ago with my family, and I bought this lip whip. Had no idea what the company Carigran was addicted to this lip whip. They also sent me their new packaging for lip whip, and I'm obsessed with it, so I'm gonna I always put that on. But they also sent me this essential serum balm, which I always use for my hands. It's literally just like an oil serum. I don't even know what's in it, but sometimes when I'm doing my makeup, I put the oil on my lips just because it feels like it's cleansing in a way. Or they gave me a lip mask. I'll put that on my lips in the meantime. So this is the Lip Whip in Peppermint Tinted. It's such a nice light pink color. And it's just super hydrating. It's a little thicker than most, which I love. It feels more like a lip mask than like a gloss or a chapstick. I can't explain. It has this really nice consistency. My lips feel so soft. Like it doesn't feel like a chapstick. It's like a soft mask. It's so soothing. It's so good. And it's clean beauty, so I'm obsessed with this. And then lastly is the Essential Serum Balm that I was telling you about. It says apply as needed to face and delicate areas like eyes, lips, and décolletage. I forget. Décolletage? I don't know how to pronounce it. Also ideal for hands, elbows, and heels. So I started using this on my lips, but what I have been doing is I'll take a scoop, put it on my hand, because my hands are super dry. It just hits different than a hand cream. It's like a hand oil, but it's so hydrating, and you feel like it's seeping into your nails too. And then even if you put this on and then put on your chapstick, you'll get some oil on your lips. It's great. So good. Now I feel super hydrated and glowy and a little less red. There's a little rosy tint. There always will be if I'm not wearing makeup on, but it doesn't look as red or dry or dull as it did before I did my morning skincare routine. And now my hands feel luscious instead of dehydrated and whatnot from hand sanitizer, so I highly recommend that. Comment down below what rosacea products you guys are obsessed with. I love trying them out. Please give this a thumbs up if it was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe so that we can keep hanging out, and click that notification bell so that you never miss a video. All right, I will see you guys next week. Stay healthy and wear a mask. Mwah.